Here we have a vintage sprint car. For suspension, it has uneven A-arms in the front with coilovers. And in the rear, it has torsion bars with inverted pro shocks to keep the unsprung weight off the tires. It is powered by an aluminum-headed 2.4 liter straight 4 with a 500 poly carburetor on top. I believe the car was made somewhere in the Midwest because it's incorporated into the push bar right here. Has a 25-cent coin from the Station Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Another interesting feature of this car, the left rear torsion bar is adjustable from inside the cockpit with a ratchet system. You see the bar that's running down at approximately 45 degrees. We get a close-up right here. That's a mechanism that you can either increase or decrease your spring tension on the fly on the left rear torsion bar. It has a Jacob's ladder. And that does the same effect as a Panhard bar. The torsion bars have quick disconnect pins in them. Or the Nerf bars, rather. The steering mechanism is a Gordon Schroeder assembly. And you can see here, this is the ratchet assembly that I was speaking of earlier that you can adjust that left rear torsion bar with. Another interesting fact about this car, it has a starter, it has a battery, it has a clutch, and a 2-speed transmission with neutral. So you can start this thing up in neutral, pull in the clutch, and put it in gear. If you see on the floor, there's a shifter. The gas pedal's on the right, the brake is on the left, and this handle right here, that is the clutch. So right now the clutch is in, it's in neutral. If you put it in gear and then released it, the car would go on its way. Next thing we'll do, we'll take off the hood and look under the engine compartment. Here we are underneath the engine compartment. Well, you can see the straight 4 engine. It has Taylor wires, a fuel pressure regulator, an electric fan, a pretty good sized radiator. Never had a problem overheating. You come over here, there's the ignition components. It has a MSD soft touch rev controller. An MSD 6T ignition multiple spark discharger. You can see the aluminum head. A lot of work's been done with this motor. Come around to the carburetor. Like I said earlier, it is a Holley 500 CFM carburetor. Has a 1-inch phenolic spacer underneath it. And then when you look at the intake manifold and header assembly, it's one unit. Next thing we'll do is start this thing up and take it for a ride.